All right, this is the earthquake walk behind trimmer. It works pretty good. One fault that I have with it is that I pulled this cord out today and it's stuck like this. I've had this for about a year and so that's all about that. And then this engine is the Viper 160cc. I've removed these screws right here. There's 4 of them. Then you have to take this gas cap off. I'm going to put it back in so I don't get grass in there. And now there's a bolt over here, there's one over here, and one over here by the gas tank, and then another one by the gas tank, and I'm going to have to take all those off. Now one thing that I found is that 3 of them are going to require this. This is a 5/16 wrench. So you have to use old-fashioned tools like this to get it off. One of them I was able to get off with my impact wrench. I think I'm going to have to take this air cleaner cover off if I can get it off. Okay, the bolt that was back here, it was very hard to get it off. And now I've got to try to be an acrobat and try to get the gas out of the gas tank. So I'm going to try to put it in here. So you're going to have to take the gas cap off. So it looks like that's all I'm going to get out of the gas tank. So put the cap back on. And I guess I got a hole in my milk jug. Well, I can't avoid everything, so I'm going to have to take these wires off and also the hose for the carburetor. Well, I guess the Lord was watching out for me, but I got this back together. One of the things that it really annoys me about this earthquake walk behind trimmer is that it has severe kickback, backfiring, and makes it very hard to start. One of the things that was extremely difficult was I had to get this gas tank up so that I could get one of the bolts in. The one bolt that's back here by this corner, I could not get it. So you have to push this tab right here. You have to push it that way and then at the same time pull the gas tank up. So now I'm going to have to put this on and put the gas tank on later. Okay, now we got to put this back on. I'm going to get some of these pieces of grass out of here because this is an air-cooled engine. We don't want too many pieces of grass in there. So put this back on without the gas tank so that I can get this bolt in right here. Okay, this one is very difficult to get in right here. You have to use your two-finger technique to get it in. And this one over here is the easy one. Make one last check to see if the gas line's hooked up. Right here to the primer bulb. So take that off. It comes right off. So, all right. I think what happened was when I was taking this hose off, this inline inlet hose, I believe that I possibly crushed the inside of it because there's a hose within a hose. So now I've got to take the gas tank off again. Okay, just set it back on there temporarily so you can get your gas can over here. Right now you can hear the propane heater. This is the Mr. Heater, and I would say right now it's around 60 degrees in here. And this is garage. I don't know how many square feet it is, but in any case, so this particular engine has a fuel filter, I think, that is like this here, and it's got slots in it here. They're very thin, they're very small. So I don't know whether this is any good or not. Got the gasket. This gasket goes on. Okay. It's going to go on like this, I believe. This cutout at the top. There. I'm going to try the old hose, see if it works. Put this clamp on first. Okay, I had to put this wire on. Make sure that it does not interfere with these holes right here, and make sure that it does not interfere with this handle, because that's the starting handle right there. Okay, this guard has got to come off here. The guard is basically this area right here. And so we're going to have to get that off. This is 8 mil. So now we're going to take off the belt. Got to try to find a new belt. These are not really bolts, these are screws. One of the issues about this belt is that it's got these teeth in it. Now this went like this. Something like this, okay, and then this pulley is right here. That's for the head, the part that does the cutting. Now there's this keeper, and then there's 2 washers. Washers go on first, and then this keeper goes right here. You're going to have to take the pulley off too. And this is 15 millimeter, this socket. Take this nut off, and then take this off. To keep any more fuel from coming out, you're going to have to put a plastic bag in there. You're going to have to put a plastic bag in here. Okay, now we're going to have to change this air filter. All I did was stick this screwdriver in here and pry up on it a little bit. One of the problems with this thing is getting this air filter out of there. Alright, what I did was I took this bolt out right here, this went up in here for this pulley right here. Now that has a keyway on it, and at first it was stuck. Now I think it's coming off now. It's got a key to it, so don't lose the key. Right there it is. I'm not going to mess with it right now because it's stuck up in there right now. Now this belt, I thought about replacing it, but that's going to be hard to do because it's got these teeth in it. I did find some on Amazon. Make sure the key is in there. Right here's the key. This is a key slot right here. Keyway slot. So put this pulley back on there, but you got to have the belt on first. Sort of hold the belt on. So now thread this bolt back in. Make sure that this washer is on it. Sort of move the washer so that this bolt compresses the washer. So now put these vice grips on there so that this doesn't turn while you're putting the wrench on it. I see my belt came off. I also had to use this breaker bar, and by the way, this bolt is 12 millimeter. So is the wrench. So put the breaker back on. If you don't have a breaker bar, maybe you better go get one. Just get it tight. Okay, here's the book, and it shows the routing of the belts. Now this next pulley, here's the drive pulley or the engine pulley right here. It says drive pulley. Alright, here is an idler. Means that it turns and it's not power driven. So now this shows that there is a keeper right here. So now we'll show that. Now also here's another keeper. This wire. Put that on. And it goes on just like that. Okay, so I had to look at the book, and what you're going to do is this belt coming from the drive belt or drive pulley, which is right here, this belt must go on the inside, and I'm calling this area right here the inside. So it must go on the inside of this pulley, and then the outside of this pulley here. And I've tightened them both. You don't want to tighten them too tight. Yeah, once you get one of them started, then you're on your way. Okay, now these bolts up here are 13 mil. Okay, now you're going to tighten these bolts. Once you get them started, make sure that they are started in the correct holes before you cinch them down. Use a cross pattern. Okay, now we're going to adjust this cable. We're going to loosen this nut right here. Loosen the top nut. Okay, now we're going to move this cable up. So you're going to have to loosen this one. Okay, we can only move this in 1/8 of an inch increments. So I have to tighten this one. I'm holding this cable down here. Alright, now tighten the top one. Okay, now we're going to see how this works. Okay, here is the air filter part number. Kind of hard to see with all the reflections. It's 625 1575. Right there. According to this, it's for an 11 horsepower, and that should be good enough for this. Also, here's another part number. 5043. .5043, and there's another part number down below that. Well, we've got some sort of a problem. I gotta figure out what's wrong with this, why it squeals like crazy. So I'm going to put this bag back on the gas cap. I believe I may have found the problem. These washers go on this pulley, but I had this keeper like this so that it was rubbing against the pulley, and the pulley wasn't able to turn. So now I'm going to take this keeper and put it on the outside like this. And I believe that that will solve the problem.